morning. Welcome to this magical Monday. It's going to be amazing. Firstly, this June is joyful. And this week, we're going to start our actual deeper dive into our being, creating ourselves, producing something which is artistic, expressing ourselves beautifully, and that will happen tomorrow. So hopefully today you will get your manuals. Keep me updated for the other two. If you've received them today, just send them on WhatsApp to Amrita, and I can keep an update on what all you've received. So yes, today is amazing, and this is going to be a fantastic week. So wonderful. Let's start our Pixel programming and enter the world of success and being a winner. So let's start it. Every morning, think of your goals and let's run towards them. Yes, we are a winner. How wonderful. Left leg in the front, right in the back, and let's run towards the goals once more this morning. Yes, I'm a winner, says the entire tribe of the one-to-one Sangha. How wonderful. Ritesh sir, let's start our creative visualization. And today can I have a reader for the day? And yesterday we did a goal setting. So I really hope that you've done your goal setting. I hope you're clearer in what you really want in the 7 divisions that we talked about. So have we done that? Can you please let me know in the chat box? Have we truly, genuinely done our goal setting, or being a Sunday, we kind of could not do it? Okay. Firstly, reader first. And then, of course, we're going to start our journey. And I haven't received messages, so I don't know if you've already done the goal setting. Yes, done. Thank you, Mehak. Thank you so much. Yes, Shivani, thank you for reading. All right, so until the answers start coming, let's go to an ideal scene. What will that ideal scene be? Let's understand that. All right, let's start that. Yes, Shivani. Shivani, you're the co-host. Please unmute yourself.
Creative visualization can take form of mental imagery of spoken or written words, or of a physical image or picture. See the section on treasure maps. Anything that helps you to create a clear blueprint to put out in the universe is an aid in creative visualization. This exercise helps you to create a clear picture through written words. The process of doing it helps you get clearer about what you really want, and it helps you to manifest it. I use it for all my important goals. Think of a goal that is important to you. It can be a long range or a short range one. Write down the goal as clearly as possible in one sentence. Underneath that, write ideal scene and proceed to describe the situation exactly as you would like it to be when your goal is fully realized. Describe it in the present state as if it already exists in much detail as you wish. When you have finished, write at the bottom, this or something better now manifest for me in totally satisfying and harmonious ways for the highest good of all concerned, and add any other affirmations you wish and sign your name. Then sit quietly, relax, visualize your ideal scene at your meditative level of mind. Do your affirmations.
So
Should I
this
continue?
just a second. So I hope this is clear that how we're supposed to go about it. What is the ideal state? What is the condition? What are we? What's our intention? So as I always say, we have to be very clear about one intention. You and I can ask the universe for whatever we want, and that's fine. We have the right, and we should ask. That's okay. But always include this very powerful line: "This or something better now manifests for me in totally satisfying and harmonious ways for the highest good of all concerned." Why do we say highest good of all concerned? Today, if I need something in life, maybe it's now not good for Neha Agarwal or Mehak Agarwal, right? It's not good for their highest good, but it's good for me. So that's why I add this line that for good of all, highest good of all. Highest good is akin to your higher self. So if that's good for all soul family, be it. That's why we add this line. So always keep this line, maybe take a screenshot, maybe just if you're working on your laptop, just cut, copy, paste, maybe write it down. Very important to use this. So you've done your clearing off, which we heard, how to clear your affirmations. Sometimes we have blockages. We might be thinking of an affirmation, but the affirmations aren't coming true because we have mental blockages. So we use a clearance tool. Now we write the ideal scene, and this is how we write it, and this is what we write. All right, let's continue.
Prachi, can I ask a question? Uh,
Yes.
when we say this or something better, is it supposed to be after every goal? Like we have seven different sections.
No, no, it's
I
okay
have,
for the end of it. You're doing a dream journal, right? You're writing your
yeah.
journals on so after that, in the end, all of these or something better. Yes. Please continue.
Keep it, keep your ideal scene in your notebook, in your desk, near your bed, or hang it on your wall. Read it often and make appropriate changes when necessary. Bring it to mind during your meditation periods. One word One word of warning: if you put it away in a drawer and forget about it, you're very likely to find one day that it has manifested anyhow without your consciously putting energy into it at all. I have often looked back through my old goals, ideal scenes, and treasure maps, surprised to find that the things I had completely forgotten about had magically come into my life.
And this is also wonderful because you have surrendered and yet it's come true, which is great. So that's okay. But what Shakti Gavan says is it's always nicer to work on it because you just want it to manifest, right? So you're just putting the highest end bit to it. And if you want to forget, you can. But she's saying it's nicer if you go through it and you keep reading it. So if you want your dream journal, can be right next to you. So that's how it is. So, all right, that's it for today. Ritesh, I think that's the only chapter, right? Or is there another page to ideal scene? Yes, that's it. Tomorrow we'll talk about treasure maps. Let's move on to the next book, sir. Treasure maps is also wonderful, but we'll talk about it tomorrow. So let's go one step at a time. So what are we doing right now? Very, very clearly, we're making our own affirmations. Are we clear on how to make our own affirmations? Can you please let me know, yes or no? Our own affirmations in the present tense with whatever dream we want to live. That's our affirmation. You're clear? Great. Thank you for that. And now, when you have a blockage in your affirmation, that you were saying it, but deep inside you're not wanting it, or why you're not wanting it, you're clearing it. So, clear with that as well? Good. Goal setting, we are clear with. And now the best thing about is ideal scene. What is the ideal scene? We add this bit and we think about it and we go on. Now, again, in conjunction with what we're reading creative visualization with Shakti Given, Dr. Joseph Murphy is extending the same chapter. Now, it's beautiful how it just moves on from one chapter, one book to another, and yet you're the same thing. So let's understand this beautiful science. How to get the results we really want. So, what is it again? Like we talked about clearing. This is going to be enhancement of that particular thing. So let's read Shivani.
How to get the results you want. The principal reasons for failure are lack of confidence and too much effort. Many people block answers to their prayers by failing to fully comprehend the working of their subconscious mind. When you know how your mind functions, you gain a measure of confidence. You must remember, whenever your subconscious mind accepts an idea, it immediately begins to execute it. It uses all its mighty resources to that end and mobilizes all the mental and spiritual laws of your deeper mind. This law is true for good or bad ideas. Consequently, if you use it negatively, it, it brings trouble, failure, and confusion. When you use it constructively, it brings guidance, freedom, and peace of mind. The right answer is inevitable when your thoughts are positive, constructive, and loving. From this, it is perfectly obvious that the only thing you have to do in order to overcome failure is to get your subconscious mind to accept your idea or request by feeling its reality now. The law of your mind will do the rest. Turn over your request with faith and confidence, and your subconscious mind will take over and answer for you.
So sometimes it's very important to get results in a way where you're very, very, very clear. So one thing is never use a law of attraction for something which is negative. So it's good for you, but it's bad for somebody. For example, in business, you want your business to excel, but you say, okay, my peer, my competitor, his business should go low. I should take his market share. No, it doesn't work like that. What will it bring you? Failure, trouble, more breakdowns, more confusion, staff leaving you. All possible negative things will happen to you because you have manifested something bad for somebody else. So always remember, law of attraction works beautifully only in the positive feeling zone because it's about the frequency. What frequency are you emitting? That's what you're getting back. Now, the minute you have the right frequency, how does guidance come in? Cues are going to come in. Somebody will say, "Oh, come on, I'll help you in this endeavor. Okay, let me join with you." And you'll get free. You'll be just all the time peaceful. There will be nothing called anxiety, stress, or whatever. Nothing will happen because you're in a good feeling zone. That is why at times it's good to write and forget. So they're both things, of course, Shakti Given says that don't forget. I sometimes feel we tend to get desperate about our dreams, especially when we give a timeline. So sometimes forgetting about it works very beautifully because then you're no longer desperate. You've given the universe what your command is, and you've simply just said this or highest best, and you've forgotten about it by surrendering. And then the universe takes over. So just see what you want to believe in. Both things work very well. Ultimately, try and see what you succeed in, right? And that'll work for you. Yes, please continue.
You will always fail to get results by trying to use mental coercion. Your subconscious mind does not respond to coercion, it responds to your faith or your conscious mind acceptance. Your failure to get results may also arise from such statements as things are getting worse, I will never get an answer, I see no way out, it is hopeless, I don't know what to do, I'm all mixed up. When you use such statements, you get no response or cooperation from your subconscious mind. Like a soldier marking time, you neither go forward nor backward. In other words, you don't get anywhere.
So again, let's not talk about our anxiety, our stress, our doubt, or procrastination to our subconscious mind because we'll be stuck. And that being stuck can happen for years also. Remember, there's a reason why some people can't get their goals and they are in the same place the last 5 or 10 years. They have no clarity of mind and they're only thinking of the negative. ये हो गया तो क्या होगा? वैसा हो गया तो क्या होगा? No. Subconscious mind has to be given the definite instructions very categorically with crystal clarity. The minute you do that with affirmation, your game is sorted. Then all you have to do is run towards the last goal and just get it. But even your running is kind of taken care of. But the minute you say, "Oh, what if it happens?" You'll be stuck at that point in your marathon. Neither can you move ahead nor can you move back. So you'll be just going there. So please don't be mixed up. Please be very clear what you want. Give the right directions and see the victory come through. Yes, let's continue.
If if you get into a taxi and give half a dozen different directions to the driver in 5 minutes, he would become hopelessly confused and probably would refuse to take you anywhere. It is the same when working with your subconscious mind. There must be a clear cut idea in your mind. You must arrive at a definite decision that there is a way out, a solution the vexing problem in sickness to the vexing problem in sickness. Only the infinite intelligence with your subconscious knows the answer. When you come when you come to that clear cut conclusion in your conscious mind, your mind is then made up. And according to your belief, it is done unto you.
According to your belief, is it done unto you? Very clear. What is your belief? Do you believe in your dreams? Do you believe in your goals? If not, my dear friends, you have a very important tool of using clearing technique. Please clear yourselves. Write down your dreams, write down your limiting beliefs. Whatever beliefs you have are going to unfold in your life. So if your beliefs are positive, you will get positive results. If your beliefs are limiting, then limitations will keep coming up. It'll come up with limitations. You don't want that, right? And let's go with the next science, and it easy does it. This is with an example, so we'll be able to understand it a bit better. Yes.
A house owner once demonstrated with a furnace repairman for charging $200 for fixing the boiler. The mechanic said, I charge 5 cents for the missing bolt and $199.95 for knowing what was wrong. Similarly, your subconscious mind is the master mechanic. Sir, can we turn
Yeah, he turns. Just take a while. Yeah.
the all wise one who knows ways and means of healing any organ of your body as well as your affairs. Decree health, and your subconscious mind will establish it. But relaxation is the key. Easy does it. Do not be concerned with details and means, but know the end results. Get the feel of the solution to your problem, whether it is health, finances, or employment. Remember how you felt after you had recovered from a severe state of illness. Bear in mind that your feeling is the touchstone of all subconscious demonstration. Your new idea must be felt subjectively in a finished state, not in future, but as coming, about now.
So again, very important to just go with the final solution. Whatever is your final solution. You do not know what universe, what doors, windows it will open, what path it will take. So you may have planned a particular path, but that path may be altered. So please trust the forces, trust the universe. All you should do is your touchdown. What is your final stone? What is your milestone? What are you really wanting to achieve? Get that idea straight, and then let your universe guide you in whatever. Let new cues come up, let new ways come up. Just feel that you're just right now going in that path. That's it. Trust the process. Very important. And very very important is to just be relaxed. Don't get too oh aisa nahi hua, aisa nahi hua. It doesn't matter. It's all right. Everything is good in my world. All is well. And meditation really helps you relax yourself. So start decreeing health and whatever you want and just get it. It's very simple. Infer no opponent, use imagination and not willpower.
In using your subconscious mind, you infer no opponent, you use no willpower. You imagine the end and the freedom state. You will find your intellect trying to get in the way, but persisting but persist in maintaining a simple childlike miracle making faith. Picture yourself without the element of problem. Imagine the emotional accompaniment of the freedom state you crave. Cut out the red tape from the process. The simple way is the best.
For example, you want to lose weight, or you want to get a particular job, or you want to get a particular contract. Whatever is your end result, there's no need to use willpower. Now, in dieting, you'll have to have willpower. No, just go with your imagination. There's absolutely no opposition. You're just imagining something that this is my weight goal and I get it. Then automatically you'll feel because there'll be power coming your way. Then there'll be no use of willpower. So that's what Dr. Murphy is saying. Start using imagination only. Have your goal setting only and let the universe guide you. Automatically things will happen. How disciplined imagination works wonders. Now, there are three steps to this, and we'll understand them bit by bit. Let's continue the journey.
A wonderful way to get a response from your subconscious mind is through disciplined or scientific imagination. As previously pointed out, your subconscious mind is the builder of the body and controls all its vital functions. The Bible says, whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believing you shall receive. To believe is to accept something as true or to live in the state of being. As you sustain this mood, you shall experience the joy of answered prayer.
Very simply, Rhonda Byrne has further clarified this, made it simpler. She says, ask, believe, receive. That's what the Bible is saying. So she's just made it simpler for all of us. If we start, if we've asked for something and we're believing that we're living in the moment right now, though it's happening in the future, we had that belief. Ultimately, we will receive it. There's absolutely no two words about it. The three steps to success in prayer.
The usual procedure is as follows. Take a look at the problem. Turn to the solution or the way out known only to the subconscious mind. Rest in a sense of deep conviction that is done. Do not weaken your prayer by saying, I wish I might be healed. I hope so. Your feeling about the work to be done is the boss. Harmony is yours. Know that health is yours. Become intelligent by becoming a vehicle for the infinite healing power of the subconscious mind. Pass on the idea of health to your subconscious mind to the point of conviction. Then relax. Get yourself off your hands. Say to the condition and circumstance, this too shall pass. Through relaxation, you impress your subconscious mind and enabling the kinetic energy behind the idea to take over and bring it into concrete realization.
So again, now the person's procrastinating here. I wish, I hope so. So you're not sure that means, right? You're just thinking, oh, agar ho gaya to, this is my umeed. Yeah, it's a good feeling zone. I'm not saying it's not a good feeling zone, but we need to be having absolute results. So conviction is very, very, very important. Take a look at the problem. Let's look at the solution. How do you look at the solution? Do the clearing process. See what's the solution, and when you clear it out, ask your subconscious mind, okay, this is the blockage that I've had. And now this is what I think. Can you please give me the solution? Lot of times, many a time, the subconscious mind will give you that solution. And then be sure that this is the one. Don't again doubt it. Now let's talk about the law of reversed effort and why you get the opposite of what you pray for. This is very
हाँ,
important to understand. People say हमने manifest किया था, but वो तो नहीं मिला, कुछ और ही हो गया. This is the reason why it's happening. Let's understand this.
with the famous psychologist from France who visited America about 40 years ago, defined the law of reversed effort as follows. When your desires and imagination are in conflict with your imagination, invariably gains the day. If, for example, you were asked to walk a plank on the floor, you would do so without question. Now, suppose the same plank were placed 20 feet up in the air between two walls. Would you walk it? Your desire to walk it would be counteracted by your imagination of fear of falling. Your dominant idea, which would be the picture of falling, would conquer. Your desire, will, or effort to walk on the plan would be reversed, and the dominant idea of failure would be reinforced.
Why is that? Because the feeling of fear of falling down is so strong that your main idea of walking the plank is belittled. It's much become much smaller. So whatever is a predominant feeling is going to take place. Remember, manifestation is about ehsas, is about feelings, it's about beliefs. एहसासों की दुनिया है हिंदी में बोलते हैं. It's a world of feelings. Whatever you feel manifests. So what are you feeling? You're scared right now. You are fearing falling down, and so it shall happen. Whatever is your emotion, it'll happen. Let's read further.
Mental effort is invariably self defeated, eventuating always in the opposite of what is desired. The suggestions of powerlessness to overcome the condition dominate the mind. Your subconscious is always controlled by the dominant idea. Your subconscious mind will accept the strongest of two contradictory propositions. The effortless way is the better. If you say, I want healing, but I can't get it, I try so hard, I force myself to pray, I use all the willpower I have, you must realize that the error lies in your effort. Never try to compel the subconscious mind to accept your idea by exercising willpower. Such attempts are doomed to failure and you get the opposite of what you prayed for.
So, very important to understand whatever we are wanting is coming true. Wanting in the terms of analyze your feelings. If you think, no, I'm not good enough, okay, you're not good enough, you'll not get it. If you think, oh, I really wish, but no, it can't happen, so it can't happen. Whatever you're saying is happening, your thoughts and your words and your beliefs, that's what is all about manifestation. So please realize that we are erring for a while. And now let's just start praying. Let's start telling that, okay, this is what we really want. Just change your scenario. Completely go for what is right. Don't think about hows and what's and whys. Most of the time, people think, so for example, you've asked the universe, okay, I want to lose 20 kilos in say 5 months. So the average is 4 kilos. Now you're like, oh, I haven't lost 4 kilos in this month. Ab to nahi ho paega. So tathastu. Because you never know, next month you may lose 6, and the next month you may lose 6 or 7. You never know what will come your way. So everything is possible. Don't say pehle se ki nahi ho paega. When you says I can't get it and I'm trying so hard, even if I have water, pani bhi lag jata hai. I'm giving example for weight because yesterday I had a couple of emails about weight. So yeah, whatever you're attempting, and if you're doomed for failure, it'll happen. See what's happening in your body. What are you talking to your body about? Yes, let's continue.
The following is a rather common experience. Students, when taking examinations and reading through their papers, find that all their knowledge has suddenly deserted them. Their minds become appalling blanks and they are unable to recall one relevant thought. The more they grit their teeth and summon the powers of the will, the, the further the answers seem to flee. But when they have left the examination room and the mental pressure relaxes, the answers they were seeking flow tantalizingly back into their minds. Trying to force themselves to remember was the cause of their failure. This is an example of law of reversed effort, whether you get the opposite, whereby you get the opposite of what you had asked or paid for.
So, what does this make us realize? That no stress, no tension. Trust the process and trust your own intelligence and your wisdom. The minute you start doubting that, gaib hai is pani mein, gone. You have so much of infinite intelligence and wisdom. What are you so scared about? Everything will flow automatically. It'll just happen. So let it come. Don't think too much. Now let's read about the conflict of desire and imagination, which must be reconciled.
To use mental force is to presuppose that there is opposition. When your mind is concentrated on means to overcome a problem, it is no longer concerned with the obstacle. Matthew 18:19 says, "If two of you shall agree on earth as touching anything that they shall ask, it shall be done for them. For my Father which is in the heaven." Who are these two? It means the harmonious union or agreement between your subconscious, between your conscious and subconscious on any idea, desire, or mental image. When there is no longer any quarrel in either part of your mind, your prayer will be answered. The two agreeing may also be represented as you and your desire, your thought and feeling, your idea and emotion, your desire and imagination. You avoid all conflict between your desire and imagination by entering into a drowsy, sleepy state, which brings all efforts to a minimum. The conscious mind is submerged to a great extent when in a sleepy state. The best time to impregnate your subconscious mind is prior to sleep. The reason for this is that the highest degree of outcropping of the subconscious occurs prior to sleep and just after we awaken.
Okay, so today I want to give all of you exercise. And please, if possible, do it. Make yourself a 15-minute audio. And the 5 minutes will be repeated thrice. And the 5 minutes will have only affirmations of your dreams. So you can have as many. Get this clear. Just write for 5 minutes. Again, so if you have that thing of, if you have the media of again, like, repeating it, going on a loop, fine, great. Otherwise, again, recite second time, again, recite third time. And just listen to your personalized manifestation. Now you have done 31 days of working with Luke Cotino or Divine Love. Now it's time to up the game and listen to your manifestation. 15 minutes is more than enough. First 1 or 2 minutes just take to center, breathe, align, balance, lie down, because you'll be lying down in the night mostly. Either you're lying down or you're whatever. Now is the time to just simply do it. So now is not the time to now take a backrest. You want to do it, you can do it. But you could also be lying down now and listen to this. Keep your AirPods on. Thrice is the key. Same 5 minutes, repeated once, repeated second time, repeated third time. Because the best time to impregnate a subconscious mind is prior to sleep. Prior to sleep or just waking up from sleep. Best time is at night. Most important, why night? Because after you've slept, you get a good at least 5 or 6 hours chunky sleep. Then you're not seeing television, then there are no emails being answered, no WhatsApp being answered. This time, please use it and just impregnate your mind with your dreams and give them affirmations only. There'll be no conflict. Let it happen. Yes. And we'll see what happens after a month. And today you anyways finished your magic book. You're finishing your magic book today. So you can start your this recording of your own manifestation. You want music, you can have music. So you can put your music on your laptop, record from your WhatsApp. More than enough. It's just for you. So you'll have a voice app, voice audio. That's more than enough. Yes, let's continue.
In this state, the negative thoughts and imagery, which tend to neutralize your desire and so prevent acceptance by your subconscious mind, no longer present themselves. When you when you imagine the reality of the fulfilled desire and feel thrill of accomplishment, Your subconscious brings about the realization of your desire.
And for this, you can have as many goals. All you have to give it, feed your mind with your dreams. So you have 10 dreams, feed them. But see about 5 minutes. Right now, start with five. So if in 5 minutes you can actually impregnate your subconscious mind, go for it. And don't be in a rush. Speak sat ke aram se, let your subconscious mind listen to you. Don't be in a rush. Just go simply, slowly, and just have your dreams. What do you mean, Manju? Anju, I don't understand. 5 minutes will have a number of goals. Does it not deviate from our main goals? So no, it doesn't. 5 minutes is good enough. 5 minutes would technically mean not more than five goals. And I don't think you will talk about other five rather than your main ones. Whatever you prioritize, and that's what you'll be talking about, I'm sure. Why will you look at the smaller goals when you have a larger picture to attain? So I think it's pretty clear that five of these will be the attainable goals that you really want to attain. Start with that and repeat them in a loop. You will never get distracted. Yes, please. Let's continue.
A great many people solve all their dilemma and problems by the play of their controlled, directed, and disciplined imagination, knowing that whatever they imagine and feel as true will and must come to pass. The following will will clear will clearly illustrate how a young girl overcame the conflict between her desire and her imagination. She desired a harmonious solution to her legal problem, yet her mental imagery was constantly on failure, loss, bankruptcy, and poverty. It was a complicated lawsuit, and there was one postponement after another, with no solution in sight. At my suggestion, she got into a sleepy, drowsy state each night prior to sleep, and she began to imagine the happy ending, feeling it to the best of her ability. She knew that the image in her mind had to agree with her heart's desire. Prior to sleep, she began to dramatize as vividly as possible, her lawyer having an animated discussion with her regarding the outcome. She would ask him questions and he would answer her appropriately. He would say her he would say to her over and over again, there has been a perfect harmonious solution. This case has been settled out of court. During the day, when the fear thoughts come into her mind, she would run her mental movie with gestures, voice, sound, and sound equipment. She could easily imagine the sound of his voice, smile, and mannerism. She ran this mental picture so often it became a subjective pattern, a train track. At the end of a few weeks, her attorney called her and confirmed objectively what she had been imagining and feeling as true subjectively. This is really what the psalmist meant when he wrote, let the words of my mouth, your thoughts, mental images, good, and the meditations of my heart, your feelings, nature, emotion, be acceptable in my sight. O Lord, the law of your subconscious mind, my strength and my redeemer, the power and the wisdom of your subconscious mind can redeem you from sickness, bondage, and misery. Psalm 19:14.
So let's get this very clear. If we have 5 minutes of our dreams, which means there are maximum five dreams, and let's talk about 1 minute per dream. So, not talk about in talking about. So, for example, if I say that my body weight is 1 to 1 pounds, so if I say that with affirmation that yes, So now it could be in first tense, second tense, third. My or Prachi's body weight is, or Prachi, your body weight is 1 to 1 pound, whatever resonates with you. If you like somebody else telling you, then Prachi, you. If you like the fact of, me, I, Prachi, fine. If you just say I, it's fine. Whatever you resonate to. And when I say this, I immediately look at myself probably wearing an outfit, being at a place where I really wish to be in that particular weight. So remember, your affirmations are going to make you go towards creative visualization. You'll be able to create yourself looking like that. Or if I have one dream of, let's say, a very beautiful marriage with my husband, if we are like all the time quarreling or whatever, and right now I want to imagine a very beautiful life with him where we are not in a separate way, we are together in conjunction and harmony, then I just say that Prashant and I have an absolutely amazing marriage or friendship or whatever. And then I imagine him and me having that relationship. Or if I say that I wish my child to get through a particular college, so it's on wish, I see her and I affirm that she is in this college in this year. And then I see her entering the college and going for it. This is how the 5 minutes will be done. And remember, you're doing this once, twice, thrice. So every morning, every night, you're energizing one dream for a minute, thrice. So imagine the power of it. That's what I'm trying to say. So you will not deviate from your dreams. Go for 5 of them. In case you think you have 7 dreams, make it 7 into 3 is 21 minutes. I'm saying minimum that you should do is 15 minutes. And if you think you have only 2 dreams, so just make it 6 minutes. But why I say 15 minutes? Because your mind takes a while to start sleeping. Then subconscious mind takes more power. So next 5 minutes for that. And then it's in deep sleep. Again, you've heard it. So it's just happening like that. That's what I'm saying. Condition your mind thrice. I hope I'm clear now for all the questions that there were about this. Shruti, I hope you're clear. I gave you examples as well. Of course, they're all fictionary examples, but you can go for them, right? Ritu, so you talked about goals in a paragraph. So it's not goal, it's multiple goals, multiple dreams. We have to repeat these for how many days? Garima Gaurav, give yourself a month from now. So I have divided every process of manifestation in a month. 31 days, not 31, but about 27 days you've done your manifestation audios. Now this next 1 month, or maybe ballpark, you can say till July, mid, you're going to be doing about them. And please get it clear that the minute one dream uh, is done out of the five, reinvest yourself into making another audio. Audio just takes you 15 minutes to make it. Keep creating your new audios and keep tick marking your goals. And as you create your manifestation, please do the dream journal writing as well. Very important to understand that. Ritesh sir, we'll read this summary tomorrow. Today we'll just move on to loving ourselves. So very important for all of us to do it for like a month. Give yourself some ballpark time. I would say minimum 3 weeks, nothing happening less than 3 weeks. Three is the number of creation. So three, thrice you're doing your same dream. So whether it's 5 minutes into three, whether it's 7 minutes into three, you decide upon your goals. I would say just start with 3 or 5 goals, but make it for 15 minutes. 15 minutes, you need that much time. So I hope all the questions are clear. Yes, thank you so much. Today is mostly about reading the Loving Yourself book and let's understand what's coming our way. So yesterday we talked about listening to our body. Today again we're talking to listening to our body as well as our inner voice. Shivani, let's start this journey.
We want to stress how important the simple act of listening, being aware of the signals guiding you in your life is. You don't have to know what to do about those signals right away. Trust that life trust that life will continue to show you the way, even if you only get one little step at a time. That is all you need. You don't have to figure everything out all at once, especially if you trust life to show you the next step as you are ready for it. When you are learning to listen to your body, it is important to get still and quiet. At first, start to listen. The signals you get may be very quiet, like a whisper, or a very vague, like a slight feeling or symptom. The more you tune into that signal, though, the more clear it will get. As you begin to practice here, sorry, uh, my page has disappeared. Just a minute.
As you begin to practice, here are some tips that may make listening to your intuition much more successful. First, let's focus on being present and aware. Let's pay attention to what is happening in the moment and drop any ideas, any thoughts about the past or the future. So, very important to be in the moment. The more you're aware of the moment, the easier it is to tap into how you're feeling. Think of it as taking a moment to put up your radar up and scan the environment, noticing early what is happening and then noticing how you're feeling. This is the best way of developing your intuition. Then there's a bonus. Being in the present moment reduces the stress of mind chatter and worry about the past or the future while you're doing something else in this moment. Multitasking is stressful, and many people are on autopilot while they're moving through life because they're constantly focused on the past or the future instead of being in the moment now. And even right now, you'll realize a lot of you, a lot of us, you may be reading the chapter, but your mind keeps flickering past, future, past, future. How many of you are really in the moment for 1 hour, 21 minutes? So even if you tell me, yes, I am, it's not possible. Your mind is automatically in autopilot mode and you're going to be thinking about the past or future. Some people who are into who are homemakers will think, okay, iske baad ye karna hai. Automatically your mind will fluctuate there because we haven't realized the art of being present and aware in the moment. Now is the time to live in. And if you're multitasking, you're here in the session and you're thinking of something else or you're doing something else, you've lost the entire thing. It's very important. I don't know, Bharat Bhai, what do you mean by I'm not? Yes, so all right. Develop a
Develop,
yes.
sorry, develop a relationship with yourself. Think of it as dating yourself. Think about going on a first date. You don't know much about the other person, what they like or dislike, how they behave, or whether you will click with them. You are just getting to know them, might feel a might feel a little uncomfortable. It's likely that you are really listening to what they say and watching their body language. Sometimes thinking of this process as a first date is helpful because if you don't yet have rapport with yourself, it can take time to get comfortable and get to know how your body responds as you communicate with it. By the second or third date, you will feel more comfortable. Maybe communication is a little easier. You may have started to recognize the signals or languages your inner voice speaks.
So very important to develop a camaraderie with yourself. Because half the times you're judging yourself, ridiculing yourself, criticizing yourself, and telling yourself worse things which you don't want to hear. And that's what the entire body is listening, and that's why the body language changes. People say, how come all of a sudden the body language changed? Because you're not comfortable, you're not sensing it, or you become extra comfortable. So very important to understand that having a rapport and camaraderie with ourselves is very, very, very important. Develop this science because it's something that we need to work on ourselves to be most comfortable in our skin. Of course, for this mirror work is coming to us in the next week, we'll start it. So by Wednesday next week, mostly we'll be starting it. So you will get much, much more comfortable. Now let's look at the third part, get quiet and still. This is all about
You,
meditation. So let's understand this.
you might want to begin by setting aside some time in your day so that you can get quiet and still. Choose a space where you don't want to be disturbed for a period of time. You can use this time in any way that supports you. At first, you may want to spend time in meditation, clearing your mind of all clutter and
Chatter.
focusing on chatter and focusing on not thinking at all. As you reduce your mind chatter, you can invite your inner wisdom to speak to you in whatever way it chooses. Another option is to do Alia's listening meditation at the end of this chapter. This allows you to focus your attention on your body in specific ways and tune into any symptoms or signals that come up, learning what they have to tell you. Or you can ask yourself a question and remain quiet, seeing what shows up. If you don't hear anything right away, that's okay. Just tell yourself that you are open to hearing an answer in the right time and space. As you say, as you stay open, you may find that an answer comes to you at another time during the day, or in a dream you have, or in something another person says. Life works in magical and mysterious ways. And if you trust that answers, and if you trust that answers will come, they will. Remember, simply asking and being open to an answer in perfect time and space is all that is necessary. You may be guided to do your own
Process.
entirely different process during quiet time. So go with whatever feels most supportive as you learn to listen to your inner guidance.
And inner guidance will only unfold when you are quiet and you're open and you're receptive. So when you're meditating, you're just taking 3 deep breaths, centering and balancing, aligning yourself, then you're posing a question and letting the answer unfold without thinking too much. So once you start saying, "Oh, I was guided very beautifully, and I'm so glad I followed it, it worked so well," you're agreeing to it, you're appreciating it, you're thanking your higher self, more guidance will come your way. Remember, appreciation is the key for every single thing in your life. So feel supported, know that you will get an answer and you will get an answer. And then, there are people who go with doubt. पता नहीं मिलेगा कि नहीं मिलेगा, so नहीं मिलेगा. Because आप doubt के साथ जा रहे हो, doubt will come true. So remember, whatever you're thinking is what you're getting. Let's tune into our bodies during the day.
It can be a it can be great practice to check in with your body as you do various things throughout your day. For example, on your commute to work, or in a meeting, as you are making a decision, when you are with friends, family, or pets, or as you plan your schedule. Tune into your body to see how you feel during these activities. Look for signals that may be telling you what is right or not right for you. Be willing to take more time for a decision if you aren't feeling right about it and want to sit quietly to learn more. Tuning into your body allows you to get very present and aware in the situation, which can heighten your intuition.
So very important to firstly have something which is standard. If you're tuning into your body, even have a designated time for this is my time to check into myself. Very often we want to do things and we have so much planned that we are unable to make time. So very important to have a schedule in place. Of course, tomorrow the book that's coming, I hope you're going to schedule your lives, because if you really want these 3 months to be very effective in your journey, remember, integrity and commitment and consistency is the key. So planning our schedules are important. When is the time for inner reflection? When is the time for probably a water break? When is the time for exercises? Very important, schedule out your life. Once you do that, things keep unfolding magically. And please be willing to learn. Please be willing to go inside and just see what's happening. Very important to listen to our own body, our own intellect, because they are the reasons we are being guided. And if you don't listen to them, we will just be using a conscious mind. And believe me, the conscious mind is only as matured as you think you are. So if you're 30, 40, 50, 60 years and you've only had sometimes with growth, that's the only time your 10% mind has. But your subconscious mind has millions of years worth experience. So what do you want more? Just get that clear. Similarly, your body. You've acquired this body and your body knows exactly how it should be. You have made it sick. You have made it whatever. So it wants to heal back. It'll tell you how to heal back. Nothing like our inner guidance. Yes, let's continue.
Keep an open, judgment free mind because everyone's intuition works in different ways. It's crucial that you stay open and avoid judging the signals that you get. It's, It's best not to judge the importance of a signal, whether it's big or small, clear or vague, or the way it shows up. Stay open and curious as you learn the language of your inner wisdom.
This is clearly a statement of what you hear. What works for you may not work for me. So Pooja Kakkar's higher self has told her, do this for this particular solution. Does not mean the same is running true for Pachi Diwan. No, it doesn't mean. Then she starts becoming a Gyan Mata and she starts saying, no, this worked for me, try this. Or let her inner intuition talk to her. Let her thing be planned herself. Who are you and me to be telling each other? Fine, we have sciences. We've this worked for us, more power to us. But rather than telling other people about what's worked for me, just let them go internally. Let them and don't judge. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge them. You know, in English we say judgmental. It's actually a mental disease when you're judging people. Who has given you or me the power to judge anyone? Not even ourselves. You don't have to judge ourselves. Forget others. Everything is wonderful. Why judge yourself for doing something which is wrong or right? Who's given this right or wrong? Your right may be my wrong may be your right. So then who's given us the power to judge? Let the courts judge, not us, okay? Let them go for law and order, not us. Journaling is very important. Let's know the power of journaling.
Journals are wonderful because you can record your experiments and results. Have fun with this. Write down what you learn about yourself and document the language of your inner voice. With time and practice, this language or the signals you get may change, and journaling can help you pay attention to how things progress. It can also help you to remove doubt by focusing on successes you have with your intuition, particularly as time goes by. Sometimes it's with the passage of time that we look back and see the true wisdom of our intuition.
So I'll give you one thing. I told this to a couple of people in the first batch. Sometimes, yes, you may think my sleep is being affected, but at times when you think that you're being guided, just have a little pad and a paper next to your bed. You're like your bedside, a little notebook. Just write down what comes in your mind because you'll forget about it in the morning. And at times in the day also you realize that your higher self is speaking to you. Just start writing rather than listening to it. Just start writing, just start journaling. So much will come your way and you will not even know that you've written that in a trance or how you've written that. So you are aware, you're sitting on your office table, but you're just writing because you're being guided. And journaling will help you introspect later. Oh my God, this was true wisdom and I was guided. So you don't need a auditor to tell you that something's wrong with your accounts or somebody else. Your inner wisdom will tell you, okay, this is wrong here, go here, do this. And that's how wise things happen. So please intertwine yourselves, knowing that you're one and your intuition, your higher self, and your body is guiding you all the time. Start small and build. Let's read about this.
Start listening to your inner guidance in ways that feel easy for you. These are very simple steps that will tell your body that you are listening and it matters. Here are some examples. When you have to go to the bathroom, go. Most people put off urinating or having a bowel movement until they have the time. Instead, go when you feel you have to go. When you are when you are thirsty, get a drink of water. Thirst is another signal that people tend to put off until they have time. Even you have to stop what you are doing, get up and get a drink. Ask your body when it's ready to stop working for the day. Many people push on even when they have put in a full day of work and are starting to feel like they want to stop. Notice what happens when you listen and stop working, or when you push on. Some people report that their neck or shoulder starts to ache if they push beyond their limit. Tune in and see what the right balance is for you, and then notice what happens when you follow that inner guidance.
So I hope this is something which is a message for all of us that we need to ask our body, we need to listen to our body's language and start following the instructions given to us. There's no point in always overworking. Sometimes, yeah, you're in the flow of things and you're just creating something, and you're so excited about it. Your body won't even tell you to shut down that time, because you're creating something 3-4 hours and new ideas flowing, and you're creating. Then your body will never say stop, Nitin, stop. No, it'll never say. It'll say please continue, because you are so excited and animated about that particular project. But there are days your body will say, okay, time to pack up. And then you're like, no, 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 one more email. Okay, one more phone call, one more Zoom call, and gone. So then you'll start saying, oh, my head is hurting, my neck is hurting. Of course, you didn't listen to your body. So go with your inner guidance. Yes.
Notice what other people are saying or doing. Listen to their words and watch how they behave. If you do this with curiosity and not with judgment, you may pick up some helpful inner guidance. Recognize what feels like truth to you. When Louis first started attending the Church of Religious Science, the information was completely new to her, yet she had a feeling that what she was hearing was true for her. When you feel that something is true, it is probably true for you, regardless of what other thinks. There will always be people who argue about what is true. The key is what you feel. Practice listening to your own feelings about what is true for you.
So again, very important to listen to people around us. Even the unspoken words will give you some cues on how you're supposed to behave. If you're very open and adept to listening to them, you will pick up something, okay, this is what she or he wants, and you'll start behaving in that fashion. But of course, it must feel right to you. Always do something that is feeling right to you, not out of compulsion or not out of a peer pressure. Never resort to that. He is doing it, so I must do it. No, never. Don't argue. What is good for you is good for you. If it's working for you, just listen to it. Practice, practice, practice. The more you tune into your inner guidance and the more you follow it, the easier it is to understand how your body and life speaks to you. The signals tend to get clearer and it becomes easier to trust your inner guidance. The practice goes a long way in trusting life. And for this, it's very important to keep affirming life has my back. I trust the process of life. Very important to keep telling your life that this is how I really trust it. What is life? Your soul has chosen this life of yours for an experience. It's one experience for the entire thing, one takeaway. So for you, you have a gazillion things, but for them, it's just one takeaway. So make your life worthwhile by simply tuning into your inner guidance. That is the crux. Everything is spirituality. If you have spirituality, business goals are amazing, personal goals are amazing, everything is possible. Listen to your inner guidance. People go to counselors, philosophers, guides, mentors. There's no need. You have the biggest philosopher, the biggest guide, the biggest psychologist, physiologist, everything within you. Listen to it, tune in, and all your answers will come folding and unfolding. And remember one thing: the more you trust your life, the inner guidance, inner process, the more life will become magical for you. Start trusting. That's it. It's all about love and trust, nothing else. All right. Thank you, Shivani, for being a voracious reader this morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sir, let's move on to a heart thought. Can I have a reader who's never read for us in the morning series ever before to read the heart thought for us? Bharat bhai, your thing was, I'm not. Were you trying to tell me that you are not multitasking? I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't understand. I'm not. So, yes, Shruti. Shruti, you've read for us in the morning, but, right? No? Okay. Thanks. Wonderful. So today you finished your magical book. Congratulations for those who actually began the journey and ended the journey with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Today is the last conclusion day, and I hope you're going to have a real magical life. So, criticism, how wonderful, right? We're talking about not judging people, and here we are criticism. I love and accept myself exactly as I am. Critical people often attract a lot of criticism because it is their pattern to criticize. They often need to be perfect at all times. Do you know anyone on this planet who's perfect? So perfection is a myth. So if we have perfection, we want to be perfect, it's a myth. Let's start loving and accepting ourselves exactly the way we are. Shruti, over to you.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
I love and accept myself exactly as I am. We all have areas of our lives that we think are unacceptable and unlovable. If we are really angry with parts of ourselves, we often abuse ourselves. We use alcohol, drugs, cigarette, we overeat, or whatever. We beat ourselves up. One of the worst ways we treat ourselves, which does more damage than anything else, is when we criticize ourselves. We need to stop all criticism. Once we get into the practice of doing that, it is amazing how we find we stop criticizing other people because everyone is a reflection of us. And what we see in another person, we see in ourselves. When we complain about another person, we are really complaining about ourselves. When we can truly love and accept who are we, there is nothing to complain about. We cannot hurt ourselves and we cannot hurt another person. Let's make a vow that we will no longer criticize ourselves for anything. Thank you.
Thank you, Shruti. Thank you for reading so beautifully for all of us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Neha, thank you for this reminder. We are unable to fit in the Google form. I don't know, birthdays and they're not syncing with us. We're trying our level best. Thank you for telling me it's your birthday. So, Ritesh, sir, the book reading is done. Thank you so much. So, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Neha. Happy birthday to you. Welcome back from COVID. You've struggled so much. You've been hospitalized and you had a long, tough thing. So, thank you and welcome back. Do you want to say something? It's your birthday. Please say something.
Yeah, hi. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your love. Prachi, I would like to say I'm very blessed with you all. And I've started believing myself. I've started loving myself. And that mass healing had worked wonders for me. Like 2 days back only, I had done my blood test. And the day you all did mass healing for me, the reports magically turned out so, the scores were so good. It was within the normal range, everything was. And that night which I had treatment, the monitor was there, and the doctors, he was giving like 20 to 30 instructions to the nurse. Please check the SpO2, check the blood pressure, check everything, check a pulse and all that. Like कोई डर जाएगा अगर normal आदमी रहेगा तो. But because I'm in this line, I was very much confident. I said, sir, कुछ नहीं होगा, कुछ नहीं होगा. अदरवाइज अगर वो ही मैं पहले वाली नेहा होती तो पूरा डर के पूरा काम करती. आई मीन टू से ये स्पिरिचुअल लाइन में आने के बाद यू स्टार्ट लव योरसेल्फ, you start believing in yourself. That's all I can say, that I love you all.
And thank you, Neha, for sharing that our mass healing has worked. Makes each one of us believe that we're a healer. And thank you for that, that appreciation. Thank you so much. And have a
Thank
magical
you.
birthday, because now you're in the world of magic. So I know a lot of more magic is coming your way. Keep being healthy. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, everyone, let's meditate on this beautiful day where we celebrate Neha's birthday. So your back straight, your feet firmly placed on ground below, eyes closed, hands comfortably placed. Let's inhale in love. Feel the love pulsating in your body. Inhale, exhale. Inhale in light, dispelling all possible darkness within. Exhale it, making the world a brighter place to live in. Inhale faith, Trust life has our back. We trust the process of life. Exhale, knowing you're absolutely looked after and guided. Life is beautiful. Life is magical. Life is finding the true essence for us, and we are on that path, discovering, reinventing, restructuring, unlearning, and learning. We are the blessed Sangha. Together, we're evolving every single day, knowing that we're neither the body nor the mind, and yet we're an absolute consciousness. We're inching closer in the world of being conscious, where all we know is that I am aware, and the I is all about our soul. We're trying to live in the moment, understanding that there's nothing about past that we can change, and the future is going to be beautiful if now is wonderful. We sow the seeds of love and see love grow in all parts of our being. Nowadays, everything is happening organically because we have elevated ourselves to being believers, believers of all things wonderful, believers of magic. We've stopped judging ourselves and others. No more criticism, no more analysis, and all we believe is in love. Whatever our goals are seems so much more easier because now we truly believe that they will come true. Our affirmations mean much more than mere sentences. They have feelings intertwined in them. Whatever we desire is coming true because we believe in ourselves. We believe in our feelings. We meditate and manifest on our feelings. A mind gives us a thought that this is what I want to achieve, and our heart is in coherence, emitting the perfect vibes, the perfect feelings and emotions, and we see them gradually unfold as reality, knowing that everything has its own cosmic timing. And we believe that this or the highest best will unfold for life and for all people for their highest goods. And so it is. Now that we're elevated in a world of believers, everything is magical. We heal ourselves every day. We heal our loved ones and we heal the world because we know we truly can make a difference and we are making a difference. Remember, the change has to be internal. Once we change, the world changes. Remember that the world is a reflection of our thoughts. Whatever we see in them is a part of us. If we see the good, only goodness unfolds. So let that expand. Let's get centered, balanced, and aligned and tell our bodies that we're creating a wonderful future and a wonderful present. Right now, we are balanced, we're meditative, and we think of our one goal. Think of it, say it as an affirmation. Now, visualize it. Feel the thrill, the happiness. Whatever we feel comes true. If you're smiling at your dream coming true, so it is. If you're thinking, what if it doesn't? So it is. Let's manifest our lives with our deeper down feelings. And remember, feelings can be changed by simply training ourselves. Let's go deeper within and find our guidance. Let's start tuning inwards for a change, listening to our body, listening to our higher self. Let's meditate and take time for ourselves. Remember, when there's no chatter in the mind, that's when we hear all the goodness. Let's learn to go still. We are all divinely guided. Let's know it and believe it. With that faith today, let's fold our hands in gratitude and bless Mother Earth. Dearest Mother Earth, as I bend my head towards you and I bow down, all I request for you is to keep growing. Today, I'm not asking for anything. Today is all about giving. I give you my unconditional gratitude, my unconditional love, and my unconditional faith, knowing you're only growing. Thank you for nourishing each one of us every other day. You're an unconditional giver, and may I be a reflection of you very soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's look at the eye level. Your hands can be in gratitude or they can be kept comfortably on your laps. Let's thank our past. Thank you, dear life, for giving me a glorious past. Lots of ups and downs, lots of upheavals, but I embrace them all. Today is magnificent because I'm smiling, knowing that I'm creating my life. And tomorrow is yet another magical story that all of us will write about. We have gone inward and we're growing inwards. And life is only going to get better and better, and so we know. Thank you, thank you, thank you in advance. Really grateful. Let's open our hands to the universe above. Dear universe, thank you for having our backs. We all guided and protected. Isn't that wonderful? It's all because of you and all the wonderful beings in you. So we love the energy and we are so grateful. Thank you, Cosmos, for including us as part of your leader. We know the highest masters are guiding us. Angels, we know your messages percolate from much above. And there we go, deeper within, knowing that you are guiding us. Divinities always have our back because they're always showering us with their blessings. And guardians are always protecting us from all the wrath. And so it is. We are enveloped in a world of love and light. And so it is. Bring your hands in a comfortable position where you can just pray. Fold them together. Again, deep gratitude towards life and learnings and unfolding it magically. With this belief, with this faith, let's energize our hands, rubbing them together, blessing our conscious, subconscious, blessing our faces, our ears, our necks, our shoulders, arms, hands, upper back, middle back, spinal cord, lower back, hips, chest area, lungs, heart, liver, stomach, intestines, kidneys, gallbladder, uterus, sexual organs, excretory organs, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, heels, soles of the feet, toe finger, nails. Let's come back up and thank our wonderful, glorious, magnificent body for working at its optimum best. Be it the organs, tissues, fibers, trillions of cells, blood circulation system, glands, bones, and skin. Thank you, thank you, thank you for working so beautifully and disregarding and eliminating all the unrequired emotions, unrequired feelings, unrequired things in my body. That could be a disease, that could be weight, that could be anything which is not good for my growth. I believe you, I trust you, and I know I'm getting healthier and healthier with every single minute. And so it is. Dearest body, allow me the healing energy that I can heal my loved ones, their sanghas, my sangha, their loved ones, and the world around with sharing their love and light. And may they all grow abundantly in every part of their being. And so it is. Love, light, and abundance, Ritu, Neha, Mehek, Sanya, Prachi, Rigu and Naveen, Salish and Alona, Kavita, Hina, Pina, Parul, Neha, Nehal, Shilpa, Nitin, Puneet, Janji and Ushaji, Ravi and Chandra, Sapna, Yashvi, Archana, Pratimaji, Shalu, Shubhra, Prachi Diwan, Neelam, Poonam, Shelly, Neetu, Anika, Rohiniji, Monish, Shweta, Richa, Asmeet, Bhai, Priya, Prashant, Mom, Sangeeta, Mudita, Badri, Siddharth and Vanna, Neha, Rima, Jitendra Ji, Priya Mittal, Rashi, Neetu and Bhavan, Bharadbhai, Shakshi, Shivani, Richa, Anika, Shivangi Garg, Reena, Disha, Niriksha, Ashish, Nikita, Anju, Sakshi, Sunita, Ankita and Akshay, Kuldeepji, Radhika, Saita, Ankur, Parul, Karishma, Ankur, Chami, Alifia, Richa, Shruti, Pooja, Kripa, Kavita, Prakash, and Jigisha. And to everyone whose cameras are off, lots of love, light, and abundance. Anju, you had a question. Could you please raise your answer? I mean, whatever you have to ask, let's just quickly take a couple of minutes. Yes, please. What is your question?
So, like today's affirmation says, I love and accept myself exactly as I am.
Yes.
So, does it not deter your progress? Because you're accepting whatever you are right now at the moment. So, how then you don't want to change, right? Because you're perfect right now.
No, no.
Yeah.
So until you accept the present, you can't go in a better future because you're criticizing, ridiculing your present. So you will never go further. You're in a world of criticism. The day you start loving and accepting who you are right now, you're ready for a change in the future, for a better change. But if you're unhappy with where you are right now, you can't go for a better future. Because firstly, be grateful for what you have now.
Okay.
And the attitude of gratitude will attract much more in your life. Abundance comes when we are in a grateful attitude. But if I say, oh, I don't have this in my life, I don't have this job, this finance, or this body, or this whatever, then how do I attract abundance? Because I'm right now in a critical mood. Criticism is something we have to stay away from. And we're judging ourselves. Because ultimately, Anju, you may think that you are not perfect, but I may think you're more than perfect. It's your definition. The universe has made all of us more than complete. So most definitely we are complete. So we must be thankful for who we are, and then we look for a better change.
Okay, so I understood that, but it's just today's affirmation confused me. Ki if you're already super happy with yourself, however you are, you just perfect. So how do you get to a better place?
So basically, we aren't super happy. If you look at any one of us, all of us have dreams and things and bigger pictures in our mind. Very few of us are truly content right now with every single thing in our life.
Okay.
And that's why we're not being able to invite the change. So we are going into the sciences of manifestation, thinking, being thankful. We're growing an attitude of being grateful, trusting life, trusting that we are healers. We can heal ourselves and a relationship and everything. We're growing in that world.
Okay. Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So thank you, Ritesh sir. Thank you, my dear Amrita. Thank you, Sanjay sir. Thank you, Shweta. And thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming and spending this morning with us. See you tomorrow at 5. Tomorrow is all about artists. So we'll unfold about being an artist. All right. Take care. Lots of love. Thank you, everyone.